Hey, Ungawen TV fans. Welcome back to another episode of Ungawen News, where we serve you news with a side of sarcasm, humor, and, of course, the hard truth. Now, grab your popcorn, because today, we're diving into something that might just blow your mind, or at least give you a good laugh. You've heard of the US, right? Big, bold, and often, well, let's just say controversial. And then there's Canada. Neighbors to the north, full of maple syrup, hockey, and politeness. So, what happens when these two collide in the mind of President-elect Donald Trump? Well, let's just say he has an idea. Why not make Canada the 51st state of the US? Yeah, you heard that right. Trump himself reportedly said it privately and even tweeted it, claiming many Canadians want it. But why should Canada stay Canada, and why will this never happen? Let's break it down. First off, Trump's idea isn't exactly new. He's been known for throwing out big ideas, some more realistic than others. But this one, not so much. Let's start with the basics. For Canada to become the 51st state, they'd have to, well, join the US. But hold up. There are a few little details that make this almost impossible. Like, sovereignty. Canadians don't exactly line up at the border asking to become Americans. In fact, most Canadians are perfectly happy with their own government, healthcare system, and, not having to deal with the chaos that sometimes seems to come with American politics. Okay, let's get into the real reasons why Canada isn't swapping their maple syrup for apple pie anytime soon. Number 1. Political independence. Canada's been independent since 1867. That's nearly 160 years of autonomy running their own show. Why give that up just to get a sweeter deal on military protection and tax savings? Not to mention, the majority of Canadians have other plans for their future. Like, staying Canadian. And speaking of taxes, number 2, the US tax system. Canadians would have to deal with American tax laws, which, to be honest, are a complete mess. Especially when it comes to things like healthcare. In Canada, you don't have to worry about how to pay for a doctor's visit. In the US, good luck without insurance. Number 3, the economy. Canada's economy is strong and it's closely tied to the US, but it's already benefiting from trade agreements. Becoming a US state might mess that up. Ontario Premier Doug Ford even said that Trump's proposed tariffs could be a disaster for both economies. And Alberta's Premier, Danielle Smith, reminded us that Canadian oil helps fuel the US economy, so maybe let's not make it too complicated. Number 4, international relations. Canada is its own player on the world stage. If Canada became a US state, they'd have to give up their seat at the UN, NATO, and other global organizations. It's not like Canada wants to play second fiddle to the US on the world's political stage, right? So there you have it. Trump's genius idea of annexing Canada isn't just a pipe dream, it's a supernova of logistical nightmares. The reality is, Canadians love their country, their systems, and, let's be honest, the chance to make fun of the US from a distance. Besides, their national pride is probably stronger than a double shot of maple syrup on a cold day. But hey, we're all for crazy ideas, especially when they are as entertaining as this one. So, what do you think? Should Canada join the US as the 51st state, or should they keep enjoying their freedom, poutine, and beautiful landscapes? Leave your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to subscribe for more hilarious news here on Wont TV.